Hello and welcome to round 5 of the Ducky Touring Car Championship. Now this is round 2 of the Road America West race weekend. So grid order decided by fastest lap of the previous race. PTG Mesosphere got that fast lap, so he's in pole, followed by Brains, Pettick and Rubber Dave. 5th place belongs to PTG Claret, 6th is King of Camber, Rosny in 7th, and HLR Juggernaut in 8th place. PTG Ducky and Woody fill out row 5, and PTG Alcoholic after a disastrous first race. This is last on the grid. Reaper and Dano unfortunately never reconnected after disconnecting during race 1. As we wait for the flag to fall, there we go, race is underway, and the BMWs are immediately past Mesosphere, and it looks like King of Camber's having a try as well. Claret going round the outside of him though. The rear wheel drives have such an advantage on a standing start. But it looks like Rubber Dave's mixing it in there, trying to get into that top 5. It's going to be a busy first corner, and it's proved to be. Slight contact there between Jugs and Rosny. And a little there between Dave and Alcoholic. It's nice to see Woody Lizard getting involved as well, here in the early stages. Jugs has the inside line over Alcoholic, but Alcoholic is carrying the speed all the way around the outside. He'll take the position. Ducky also diving inside Woody there and that under the Corvette bridge. Some great racing. Oh, a little contact there just before the kink. That's not going to do Jugs any good. Where is Jugs? Oh, there he is. No, that really didn't do him any good. Couldn't get the front end turned in at all. The race at the front, meanwhile, is all go. Look how close the first 5 is. Maybe a slight gap to Brains, but it is only very, very slight. Mesosphere is pushing Pettick really hard, but I don't think he's pushing him anywhere near as hard as Rubber Dave happens to be pushing Claret there at the back. Oh, I think Mesosphere's made a bit of a mistake. Oh, it's not just a bit of a mistake. Look at that. He's still stuck up against the barrier. He's going to be hemorrhaging positions. And here's Alcoholic going off at exactly the same corner on the same lap. He as well is going to be losing plenty of positions, although he doesn't seem to have driven back onto the... oh, doesn't like the advertising hoardings either by the looks of it. Oh, neither does Jugs. They're everywhere. Now the top 4, Brains, like I said, has that little bit of a lead now, but it's nice to see the privateer BMW of Claret just mixing it with the team representatives. Rubber Dave's not too far off in the background either. Wouldn't rule him out. Oh, bit of a lock up there during braking for Claret. That's given Rubber Dave actually that opportunity to get alongside him. Oh, a little bit of contact. Very, very minute. But I think Dave's got the position. I think Claret may be wanting words with him otherwise though. Meanwhile, the battle for 5th has had Mesosphere catch up to it. So yes, he's fallen back to 7th. Certainly driving very aggressively now. So much so Rosny moved a little to defend there. Mesosphere being really, really aggressive. Oh, there's no room there. Oh, Mesosphere. That was a bit too aggressive, trying to force an opening where there really wasn't one. Battle for the 2nd and 3rd, still tight. Brains definitely isn't getting away. It's nice to see really good close racing up at the front of the touring car field. After Catalunya just seeing Brains disappearing off to the distance, it's also nice to see another manufacturer getting involved in the top spots. Mesosphere's caught up back up with Rosny. Both of them though lost a lot of ground to King of Camber thanks to that incident. Rosny's gone a little wide through the cut, keeping his momentum going though, so he's got away with it. Although it looks like Mesosphere's carried more speed through the second phase, and under the Corvette bridge goes through. Very nicely done. Rosny, quite rightly so, isn't giving up any of this. The Civic is particularly quick through this section. It's always been very good in the corners. Just needs a bit more oomph on the straights really. Around the carousel, like I said, the Civic's been very good around here. Mesosphere's running a bit wide, so is Rosny though. Mesosphere running a bit too wide. Rosny's able to capitalise on that, swing into the inside. Don't think Mesosphere's letting it go though. He's in the hole in the air being punched by that Civic. Can he outbrake him going into turn 1? No! Runs wide. Rosny swinging back in front as they head up to the cut. Oh, not by a lot though. Mesosphere is very quick on that corner entry, making up a lot of ground, weaving about in the mirrors of Rosny. Oh, and the pressure's paid off. Rosny's gone a little wide. There goes Mesosphere under the Corvette bridge. Off in pursuit, King of Camber. Back to the front. Brains has gone off. A rare mistake from Brains. Petuk looking now to capitalise. Could we have someone for the first time in Season 2 lead the race other than Brains? Petuk has indeed taken the lead, and it looks like Rubber Dave's wanting to get on the action too. Oh, he's in front. Can he hold it? He's got the inside line here. But Brains is carrying loads of speed and takes it round the outside. Very, very impressive. And immediately off up the hill chasing after Petuk. He wants that first position back. You can bet that. A little later in the lap. Heading down to turn 1. No gap between them. Look at that. All three of them. Nose to tail. Heading up towards the cut. Brains taken a very tight line. Very, very tight line. Has he got inside of Petuk? He has. Rubber Dave's looking to get in on the action too. So tight now as they head round the carousel. Oh! Looks like a bit of contact there between Rubber Dave and Petuk. Yeah, no idea where Rubber Dave's gone. It seems to have lost a lot of ground. He's got quite a gap back to 5th though, so I reckon he's probably slotted back in 4th place, because there's Claret in 3rd in the background. Meanwhile, here's 5th, King of Camber, unfortunately getting that braking wrong at turn 1. This will let Mesosphere up close. Indeed, there he goes, as we head into the cut. Seems King of Camber suffering a little bit with the brakes, or at least struggling with trying to get that big car stopped into that massive braking zone. First and second, still going at it. It's nice to see Wreaking Geek Racing aren't using any team orders here. It's all go. Oh! I think Brains caught the magic grass there, and now he's trapped on the outside of Petuk going around carousel. Oh, was there contact there? Hard to tell, but Brains has gone right off the road. Oh, he's going to lose at least one position from that. In fact, there's Claret, and there's Brains in the background. So he's down to 3rd place. Still on the podium though. Further back down the grid, Ducky and Jugs' battle has got very close and tense. Jugs making a marvellous comeback after the incident on the first lap. Real close racing all the way through the field. Just how we like it here on DTCC. Looks like Jugs has a much better line on entry into the cut through. That wide line has left Ducky trying to carry too much speed through onto the cut. Ooh, I thought Jugs may have been able to capitalise, but a bit of contact there. So we head up towards the Chevrolet bridge. Oh, Ducky seems to have got a wheel on the grass in the braking zone, and now he's got lots of wheels on the grass. That's not going to help him. Jugs will be through now, and probably with quite a gap. Not too bad, but easily growing out as he comes through the kink. He's just carrying much more speed. Back at the front of the field, Petuk coming up towards the line now to take first place. Claret there crossing the line in second. Brains, as you can see, dropped back quite a distance after that incident. Crossing the line now in third, with Rubber Dave and Mesosphere just in the background there, coming in fourth and fifth. Rounding out the top six, we have Rosny. Round the carousel, final corner. Hey, he's gone really wide. He's gone completely off the track. And there's King of Camber. He's lost sixth place right next to the line. Oh, that'll be devastating. So close to sixth. Doesn't get it though. Anyway, here's the official results. PTG Mesosphere got the fastest lap. Rosny ended up in 7th, Juggernaut 8th, Ducky 9th, Alcoholic 10th, and Woody Lizard bringing home the field in 11th. Here's the championship standings. Brains with a massive lead, followed by Petuk, Rubber Dave, and Mesosphere. Oh, was that a car I saw off in the background there? Yes, it's Dan. Looks like he's damaged. There's smoke coming out the back of that. Looks like he got a brilliant drive off the corner, catching up with Ducky and Juggernaut. Oh, Ducky just didn't see him coming, came across the front of him, and oh, a bad bounce on the barrier as well.